Hello, everyone, and welcome to the LDM Show. I got my hoodie on. I didn't even take off my hoodie. That's how cold I feel. Uh, must be the age. Must be when you get old, you always cold, no matter what. And it's not even cold in the studio. But hello and welcome to the LDM Show. I got a great show for you today. We're gonna have a good conversation. I have 4 p.m. is in the house as well for positive music. They're here as well. We're gonna talk to them. What? Since I'm old, I can be like via satellite. Uh, via satellite. We're gonna have 4 p.m. here. But we're gonna kick it off with some word on the street. Here we go. All right. Well, some word on the street, right? Real quick. MTA is talking about they are going to be removing a lot of the seats from the train stations, and especially the ones in the windows. So they're going to be by 2028. You're going to have a place. They want everybody pretty much, since you're already standing up, to have more room for people to be crushed in the middle of the door because nobody moves away from that door anyway. So maybe you need to put more doors instead of more take out these chairs because they're going to be crushed in the middle anyway. They don't move. But by 2028, they should show a lot of different trains. So also, we're going to talk about this a little bit more. Uber drivers, DoorDash drivers, and Grubhub, all these food delivery guys have been trying to fight since 2020 to get $23 at least an hour. Let me talk to my Uber drivers real quick and my Grubhub because I did Grubhub a little bit. When you signed up for the Grubhub, they said you are not a worker, that you're basically just like a vendor or something like that. So you make the money of whatever you make. So guess what? When you signed that, you already knew you might not make money. You might make some money. There was times that I made in 4 or 5 hours. I made almost 150 to 200. Sometimes I made 75 because there was nothing. But I didn't complain because guess what? I was a businessman. That was my business. Now, if you're asking for $23 an hour, don't get mad when they start saying, okay, now they got to charge you taxes. They got to charge you FICA and all this other stuff. Now you become an employee of theirs. So watch, a lot of people need to worry about things that are going on at the moment and stop trying to uh, digress, I guess. You know what I mean? Go further than that. Because what they say, be careful what you wish for. It ends not. The system is not broken. Maybe you need to fight for a little bit more money per mile that you drive. Then I'm with you. But I ain't picketing for telling Uber and all that to give me $23 an hour because then I become an employee of theirs. That's not what I want. That's why they don't charge you nothing, and that's why you have to do your own taxes and everything else. Hint. Stop following all the other people and being like a sheep and and then they mess up your money. So that's just me. Also, Brittany Griner been released, and everybody is pissed off. And I mean, at least 95% of the people are pissed off about it. At least. Because there's always that one dentist, there's always 4 out of 5 dentists say. So there's always that one person that's not pissed. But you traded her for breaking a law in another country for a bomber that could attack us anytime. Or arms dealer, but he knows bombers too. And I think it was 2, right? It's not just one. It was just that one. Oh, okay. So what's up with Pookie and Ray Ray when they got caught up there? Y'all didn't even release him for a drug dealer. Like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all just left Poopie there. Like he don't even know what he's doing. They didn't even give him a phone call. Yeah. They funding wars and everything. So my question is, we're gonna get back to this, but my question is it a justice or is what I say privilege? So there ain't no justice being sent there. I'm sorry. Lord, I don't want no one caught in the another country besides you where they were born at, because they're always going to treat you different. But come on, what happened to save the one out of the many? You know, to sacrifice that one to save many, because now he's an arm dealer, so now he's going to send some things out there, going to send some more guns, or maybe fund another person to kill us more. Come on, for that one person. And I'm sorry to say, but I really don't even know she got that good skills because I never seen her play. You know what I'm saying? I never really see her play. Is she better in the free throw than well, then I was gonna say than Shaq. Everybody's better than Shaq in the free throw. But anyway, that's just my opinion, people. And again, I'm not saying that she should have stood there, but they should have found a different way how to get her here. You don't give up someone that can kill thousands for one. I'm sorry. Even myself, I would have been like, listen, who you releasing? Nah, you ain't. That's like releasing Jeffrey Bar. Here, Jeff, you can go into the Harlem. I'm gonna release you in Harlem and stuff like that, knowing that I know that you like dark meat and you want to eat them all up. You know what I'm saying? Come on now. People need to think. People. Hey, I love to make people laugh and joke around, because this way you it's funny, but then it makes a little sense if you think about it. Like, come on, it's only one person. But anyway, that's what they're going to be doing as well. And then the question of the day is, what do people do that make you, well, I'm going to go to old school. What do people do that make you go, But in my case, you look at them and be like, why? So, we're going to answer those questions. But I got my friends out here waiting. So we're going to take a little quick Christmas video break, which is about 30 seconds. And then we're going to come back with 4 p.m. No, we're not going to come back at 4 p.m. We won't come back right now, but we're going to come back for positive music. And I already like that title alone, their group title alone is what we definitely need now, some positive music. But we'll be right back. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, what is my mic on? Okay. Well, great, ladies and gentlemen. Wait, she's having a little issue unmuting. Guys, make sure y'all guys are unmuted if possible. We're gonna come right to you right now. But ladies and gentlemen, like I said, get your answers ready, because we're gonna be talking about what people do that makes you go, why? I can tell you one of the things real quick before we bring these guys on. Women that cut their eyebrows and then draw the eyebrow in. That's one of my big pet peeves is why. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, here it is, 4 p.m.
What's up? I think we lost Larry.
On? What's happening?
We lost one. We lost
Larry, yo.
Yeah, no, he didn't pay Con Edison. It looked like he didn't pay Con Edison out there.
I'm sure he'll be back. This happens every podcast, man. We lose Larry. Out of all of us, look, he's the less technically savvy, man. So
and he's the youngest. And he's the youngest, right?
Actually, so. And none of us are, you know what I mean? But at least Bob and I, we're on laptops and he's on a cell phone. So
There you go. But
you gotta unmute your mic, Larry.
You came back, but you're still on mute. Try to figure that.
There we go.
Get it off mute. Unless you know sign language. You're good. But real quick, let's introduce yourself. Starting from the top with Robert.
Yeah, what's up, everybody? An LDM Show. My name is Roberto. I'm the older member of the group 4 p.m. for Positive Music.
Oh yeah.
Peace and love.
What's up, everybody out there on the LDM Show? I'm the baby of the bunch. My name is Ray Peña, and Roberto is actually my older brother. I'm not going to tell you how many years because that might age him.
Oh, wow.
But I'm actually the baby of the bunch.
But we got on the guy, No. We got to do sign language with him. He's still on mute. But
All right.
Rhea, try to. Our engineer is trying to see if it's on our side. If
Okay.
if she can unmute him on our
In
side.
in the meantime, yo, Roberto and I here. We could talk all day, man.
I know, right?
Yeah,
But yeah, she got it. Click on that, because I can see things you're doing there. But how first of all, you guys are not new to the game, but we we really want to go real quick on how you guys came up with the name, because I know there was 4 of you at one time, correct?
Yeah, there was 4 of us at one time, and when we started this particular group, Roberto and I, just to give you some history, we started way back in the Bronx when we were in our early teens, writing music with brothers, piggybacking off of all of our inspirations, back in the day. And we actually had a couple of groups before this particular group formed, But as the years went by, those groups disbanded. And right around 1981, 82, we met the other 2 members, which is Larry and Marty, and became really good friends. I think it was around 91 when we actually changed our name from what was For Real, okay, to 4 p.m. And and it was history, man. We went on to record Sukiyaki, our first album, our second album, and it's been it's been like 30 something years now that we've been running, man. It's been a good career so far.
Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad. Our engineer is telling me to take a quick break so I can fix his mute. We don't want him just
no problem.
We don't want him looking in the camera all lost. You know what I mean?
Okay.
All right.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick break. I'm going to see if I can unmute him from our side. And then we'll be back more with 4 p.m.
Peace.
All right.
As mighty armies clash in a struggle for total domination, the scales can be tipped by one man who has the courage to confront his fate and make a choice that will decide the fate of the world.
You guys put a lot of smoke in today. Wow. But anyway, we expecting a real superhero? I don't think so. The real life superheroes are the ones that are helping out in their community today. And the LDM Show will be there to bring you the events and stories to life. Do you know a real superhero? Let us know. For now, follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and like us on Facebook. Also visit our websites for photos, videos, and updates. But until the meantime, hey, I gotta be out of here.
All right. Well, we're back. It's not in our section. It's saying that he doesn't have a mic connected.
Okay, you know what? Listen, man, we're gonna just do this interview without him. And Larry's having a few technical difficulties, and we apologize for that.
Oh,
but,
no problem.
Yeah, we'll keep it popping, man.
He can do like WWE and be showing cards like that,
Not a problem, man. Not a problem.
Yeah, but ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna try to get them into the studio as well. Visit them when they're doing their stuff, but they got a couple new songs. So let's talk about a little bit first. Growing up in the Bronx, what made you want to come up with a group like the way you did, and especially brothers? Some brothers be like, "Ay, vete pa allá," they don't even want to be close to each other. So
now, but growing up in the Bronx, Ray, myself, my other brothers at the time, there was 4 of us. We eventually ended up having a 5th brother get born after we left the Bronx. But back then, growing up in the projects, listening to mom and dad play music on the stereo, everything from Motown to you know, soft rock to disco. We listened to just everybody. You know, the Temptations, the Stylistics, the Bee Gees, the Osmonds, the Jackson 5.
Right.
I mean,
wow.
everybody.
He's showing his age
So
now, ladies and gentlemen.
you get brothers bored in the house and they're dancing and singing and imitating all these groups.
Yeah, man.
That evolved into trying to change the lyrics to some songs and making our own. And then right around that time, hip hop started evolving in the Bronx, and block parties started happening everywhere. So we actually started rapping, believe it or not.
Oh wow.
So that was one thing led into another. You know, the more we, you know, got skilled with our vocals, the more we started writing. It just went from rap and hip hop to harmonizing to singing, and here we are.
Oh, that's good. Just quick. I know people looking and said, "Why are you looking up?" Because I have the TV screen over the camera where I can see 4 p.m. So if you see me looking up, it's because I'm looking at them talking.
All right.
I'm not trying to be rude and like, yeah, whatever. Now, you know what I mean? So, no, but that's good. You know, coming from the Bronx myself, I love the fact that they used to have block parties, you know. You know there's a block party when you see somebody walking down the street with a crate of music. You follow them because you know there was going to be a block party somewhere.
That's it.
You know?
Absolutely.
So those days where you guys came out and Temptations and all of them, even though we were pretty much young to know who these guys were, but our parents played them all the places and
all the time, yo.
To this day, some people be like, "Oh, that's a nice beat." Yeah, that's a 1950 beat or a 1960 beat, you know. So people still import it into their music now.
Yeah. And you know, Charles, it's interesting you say that because what those groups had is what we like to call timeless music. You know what I'm saying? That no matter what age or what era you play it, man, a good song is a good song is a good song. You know what I'm saying? You know, a lot of times that we've seen that happen through the ages is a song will come out and it might be a big hit, but it's like a fad song. It's like a novelty song or something like that. And it'll come in, everybody will love it for a minute, but then it goes away and you never really hear it because it's not one of them songs that really stands the test of time. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So one thing that I appreciate and pride ourselves in is that when we started learning how to write music and come up with melodies, we used to sit around and say, hey man, are we going to want to listen to that song 10 years from now? 20 years from now? And that's always been one of the questions in our mind when it came to creating music. So we hope that when people listen to our stuff, that's what they hear. They hear timeless music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, which is a good thing because you have some songs like you can play it and all of a sudden you remember everything. You know, you probably won't remember the person, but you'll be like, yeah, it's those guys, you know, like you're trying to remember because the music comes back to you. And those are, like you said, timeless music. And you know, there's a couple one-hit wonders.
Don't mind the mute on the screen. Larry don't got audio, but he's with us anyway, so don't let it.
Well, that's what Larry. If you can hear us, it's telling us that you don't have your audio connected, so maybe you have it unmuted or something over there.
There you go.
If you can figure it out. But he hears us.
He hears us though.
Yeah.
As long as you hear us, Larry, we good, man. We got you, bro. We got you covered, bro.
Yeah.
If you can hear us, do a thumbs up.
Now he wants us to read lips.
There you go.
No, but it's good. And what made you guys come back? Like, you know.
It's funny because we never really went away, right? You know, we were back then. We did a couple of albums with a major label. You know, we were signed with Next Plateau, Polygram, and we recorded the first couple of albums. You know, and the deals were. I don't want to throw nobody under the bus. We're not really into all of that drama. Right. But the deal was very sort of one-sided. It didn't favor the group as much as we wanted it to, right?
Oh, it's called the record deals. Yeah.
So the goal was really to try to end that relationship. You know what I mean? It took a couple of years, but finally we were able to get an attorney to sever the relationship with the label, with management, with production, and we found ourselves finally having complete control over our career again. So we got together just like anybody would, started writing songs, getting ready to do this, that, and the other. But then our challenge always was to find that producer artist, because we're not instrumentalists at all. We're vocalists. Right. So try to find that producer artist relationship that really meshed and made sense. And that's where we kind of struggled over the years. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, So and you know, plus we have families, we were working, you know, trying to pay the bills. So life was happening at the same time.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So finally, it wasn't until I think right before the pandemic, man, Bob called and said, hey, yo, let's do this thing. You know, we all got excited. We actually met the right connection. But then the pandemic came and we had to wait about 2 years before we executed. And as soon as we knew it was safe enough, man, we got in the studio, man. And now what you're hearing with Some of the Time, the single that's coming out on the 16th, there's a 13 more songs, no, 12 more songs, I think, that we're going to add to that.
Oh, wow.
And put this album out sometime early spring. The whole LP will be out.
Right.
Oh, that's good. Congratulations, because you know,
Thank you.
coming up away from label companies or the shark, what I call the shark companies, you know.
Yeah.
They're not for the artists. That's you know, congratulations, like you know.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. So we've always, like you said, just to kind of clarify, we've always been around. We needed to wait for the stars to align and all the right players to be in place before we can come out and present this music that we wrote over the years. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I'm glad you guys didn't like rush it. You know, like you said, y'all all came out with the idea and was like, oh, let's do it. But then something happened. A lot of times something happens and people were like, oh, I don't care about the pandemic. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. And they rush it and it comes out no good. You know what I mean?
Exactly, right.
Well, actually, the comeback was supposed to happen in 2020.
2020, right.
Because in 2019, we took a trip to LA. And like you mentioned earlier, there was a fourth member to the group, Marty Ware.
Right.
And he lives out in LA. The three of us went to visit him. I think it was October of 2019. We did a celebration for his wife's dentist practice. We surprised a newlywed couple at their wedding and sang for them. And we hung out and we were just reminiscing what we did as a group before he left the group. And we made a pact during that trip that for 2020 we was going to give it one more go. Right. The four of us did the fist bumps and agreed 2020 we're going to write new material. We're going to, make it work. Even though Marty was going to be in LA and the three of us were on the East Coast, we were going to do a new album for 2020. That's not bad. Lo and behold, COVID-19 said, not so fast. You know what I mean? So, by the grace of God, the pandemic, even though it took a while to open the doors for everybody, the doors opened. We were able to get back into the studio. I retired from my 9-to-5 job back in at the end of July. He retired just a week ago, so his time is free. Okay. So now we're retiring at 40. Okay, I see what we're going on. Oh, thanks.
I like you, brother. I like you, man.
Thank you for the compliment.
No, that's what's up. That's
what's good. I always say it's not when you want, it's when your destiny is for it. You know what I mean? Yeah,
no doubt. And it's funny you mentioned that because we do feel like the time is right now, man. Like everything makes sense. You know what I mean? It wasn't going to be right 5 years ago, 10 years ago. We had to wait until everybody was right in that right place spiritually, physically, and connected, and to make it happen. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does, because the pandemic, I told people, it make you or break you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
So if you take your time and be like, okay, you know what? Once the gate opens, I'm running. I'm leaving all the horses behind, and I'm just going. Yeah. And that's what the pandemic did to a lot of people. They held them and started letting them think, okay, let me do this right. Ooh, lucky I didn't do it because I was going to do this wrong. You know what I mean? So it gave them that time to think about it. And
Bob, I don't know if you want to tell him, but COVID was messing with you, yo.
Yeah, COVID took a toll on me, Charles. Oh, yeah? In February of 20, it wasn't until 21.
Yeah.
February of 21, matter of fact, it was Super Bowl weekend. I tested positive for COVID.
Right.
Ended up in the ICU for 15 days.
Ooh.
Came home and I could not breathe without an oxygen machine for an entire month.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so it was trying to take me down. COVID, the devil, whoever, they were trying to beat me, but the universe, God above, my guardian angels, they said, nah, we got other plans for you.
Yeah.
and I made it
You
through that.
You got a album to make. You can't go yet.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
You got to pass it on, Brett. Pass it on. But I just want to
so
tell y'all.
Thank God, I made it through that.
Yeah. But you guys are watching. You can tell we're a bunch of old people. We all bundle up right now. And it's probably 90 degrees in the house.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Because it's hot in here. I got like a hoodie on and stuff. I'm like, oh. But,
right. We don't mess around with the cold.
Tell me a little bit about the single that's coming out.
Say again?
Tell me a little bit about the single that's coming out. That the first one. Is that the first song?
Yeah, but
Is that the first song that
the first single that we're releasing on December 16th is called Some of the Time. It's a song that we actually wrote back in 1996. Okay? It's a love story, basically. And what it's telling is a story of a married couple. They got a family. They've been married, long enough to learn about each other and figure out that, hey, you know what? I love you, but some of the time I can't stand you. And anybody that's been in a relationship, whether they've been in a relationship for a year, 2 years, 5 years, or if they've been in a marriage lasted 40, 50, 60 years, they can tell you that is what true love really is.
Oh yeah.
It's never going to be perfect. You know what I mean? It's never going to be perfect. People go through ups and downs, but the point that love is the overpowering, factor.
Yeah.
They're going to work through those, differences, those disagreements, and they're going to make it work.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's what it's about.
I believe my grandmother and grandfather been together over 60 some odd years. They passed away, but they've been together over 60 years. Every
long time, man.
Abuela, how you doing? Where's Abuelo? Hold it. I hope he don't come back. Blah, blah, blah. But then at 5 or 6 o'clock, you see her outside waiting for him. ¿Dónde está?
Right. It's that love-hate. That love-hate situation.
It's like, you breathing on me. You still here?
Yeah, man. And you get irritated with that person, but at the end of the day, man, you wouldn't want nobody else to be next to you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's so true.
And we hired, I would say we hired, but we actually had the fortune of having two great actors participate in our video. When you guys see this thing, it's a young, real talented couple that played the part, man. And boy, did they do a great job. We were real happy with the way they portrayed the story. You know what I'm saying? And so we can't wait for the world to see it, man.
That is so true. That's why I like when people get together and do stuff like this, and then they do certain songs that have meaning. If not, they just don't want to do a stupid song like Panda, Panda, Panda. What the hell you talking about, bro? You know what I mean? Like, I need meaning. I need meaning in my songs. Like, come on.
I mean,
It's always been about the lyric. For me, especially in my writing style, I always would think of, the concept. What story do I want to tell, or what experience did I go through that would make a good song, or it could be somebody, a family member, or, somebody that I know, or even I could watch a movie and see a scenario go down, and I'm like, wow, I think I could write a song and tell that story.
Right.
It's always been about, okay, so you got a beautiful rhythm section going, and the guitar players, really nice. I like the music, I can dance to it, I can slow dance to it, but when I'm listening to a song, it's not just about the vocal. Tell me a story. You know what I mean? That's always been my thing.
Yeah, especially back in our days when we dedicate a song to someone, it's because it had a story, a meaning,
Absolutely.
Even if it's the song is talking about, I want to break up with you, don't come back to my house, but it still had a meaning. You know what I mean?
That's right, man.
Nowadays,
and, we use music for that purpose sometimes. You know what I mean? I can't quite come up with the words. You know what I mean? So I'm just gonna send. I'm gonna buy her a single. Back then it was a cassette tape or 45, but you know what I mean? Nowadays you could shoot an MP3 over, email that over, something like that, and tell the story.
I don't know. Charles looks like he used to make mixtapes for his girlfriends back in the day.
Oh yeah, I was one of those. I was like putting on the radio, getting ready to pause it before the DJ say something.
That's right.
Right.
Yeah, it's funny. People don't understand, man. Back then it was tough, man, but we used to make it happen. Those mixtapes, we knew how to we knew how to mess with those things.
The original playlist.
Slice them and tape them back together if you had to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You be seeing people in the corner winding up their cassette tape because the tape came out. Like, wait, give me a second.
Yeah.
We made it happen. Well, you know, give a cassette tape to a girl, be like, "Here, girl, I was thinking about you." You know.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
So, hey, now the music is like you can't dedicate it to them. They're like, "What are you trying to say? That you want to hit it and run?" Like, no, I didn't mean that.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I don't even know what I send you. You know, like some of the songs are not have no meaning to it. You know?
Now, check this out, Charles. I could remember way back when I was in either junior high school or high school. I can't remember exactly when, but I had a little girlfriend. You know, back then it was nothing serious, but we were boyfriend and girlfriend. And of course, once I laid eyes on somebody else and started paying that person too much attention, she cut me off, and she gave me the song, and the song was, "You abandoned me, love don't live here anymore."
Don't live here anymore.
I'll never forget that. I'll never forget that.
Right.
Oh,
so every time you hear that song, the story comes back.
Yeah, the story comes back to mind.
That's why I said that the song should take you to a moment where you even remember what you were wearing, what the day was.
Yeah.
It has an impact, you know?
That's really what music should be about. To be honest with you, man, music should be a form of expression. You know what I'm saying? That takes you, like you said, to a special place. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And that's the way we've always understood music. For us, that's the description of music, right? You know, so we're always gonna try to do that. We're always, with all of our songs, we're gonna try to take you somewhere. You know what I mean? Remind you of something that happened in your life, whether it was a week ago, a month ago, a year ago. That's the whole purpose, man. I mean, and this first single coming out, I think a lot of people are gonna relate when they see how this goes down. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And they're gonna say, "Man, I relate. I could totally relate with that whole Some of the Time situation." You know?
Music is the true universal language, man.
It is.
Absolutely.
Hey,
You know?
they say music soothes the soul of the beast. You know what I mean? So
No doubt.
it could
No
calm
doubt.
everybody down.
Absolutely,
Well,
man.
the right music. The music now, I don't even want to say about it, but it won't do it.
I hear you, brother. I hear you.
But you guys, now you got the album. Are you planning to have like a comeback tour? Like y'all gonna try to do concerts and stuff like that? What's the
absolutely. Yeah, I mean it's kind of one of those things where when we told people, and over the years, like Ray said, we would get together, we would write a couple of songs, we would look for, production. We would try to do stuff like Ray's sitting in his studio right now. Larry has a studio at home. Larry's still trying to figure out that mute button, by the way.
Larry can work the board. But he can't work the
leave
mic.
it up to Larry to add some comic relief to a show.
He's putting post-it notes.
Charles said it. He's gonna be putting post-it notes on the screen. Oh man, you funny, yo.
That's a good one. That's a good. He put it
That
on
is
sides.
too
He put
funny.
it like Ben and Teller.
That's too funny.
Oh man.
No, but
See, I
great.
lost my train of thought watching this fool.
Yeah, it'd be great. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna get these guys here, have some fun with them if they could. But it's also great that you guys are playing good music now. I just want to tell you to continue doing it.
Absolutely, man.
And
Absolutely, man. We have plans. Listen, one thing we learned about this digital age and music listeners nowadays, the attention spans really kind of got a little shorter. I mean, all due respect, right? Back in the day, you had songs that lasted 5-6 minutes, sometimes longer.
Oh, yeah.
And over the years, they got shorter and shorter and shorter. So the average song now is 3 to 3.5 minutes. You know what I mean? And DJs don't want to play anything more than 2.5, maybe 2 to 2.5. So, we had to learn how to kind of condense the story down to 3 to 3.5 minutes, right? And we also learned that consistency was everything. So we're dropping a single in December. We're dropping another one in February. We're dropping another one in April. The whole LP will come out in April with the third single. And then we're going to continue dropping singles every 2 months for the rest of the year. So we got everything already kind of planned, prepared to go, man, ready to rock. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And then, ladies and gentlemen, listen up, because once their single is out for the public, we'll put it on our radio station, of course. And then you know what you guys got to do. You got to vote to make sure that they stay on the top 10 music of the week.
Thank you, man.
And
Appreciate
continue
that.
going like that. Who
Yeah,
knows?
appreciate that.
You know, 4 p.m. could be
Uh-huh.
your next artist of the year coming on the LDM Music Awards. LDM, much love. Thank you. Also,
Thank
the
you,
fans.
man.
Thank you for having us, Charles.
Yo,
Yeah.
from Charles, from your mouth to God's ears on that best wish with the chart, man. We appreciate that.
Yes.
And thank you so much. We love what you guys are doing, man. You really doing some great stuff on your show. Thanks for letting us be a part of it. We hope we can come back once the single's out and blows up,
yeah.
and kind of
Believe me,
talk
we're
about
gonna
some
have these
future
opportunities
music.
for you guys to come back, and we had
Next time we're gonna make sure Larry has a viable tablet or laptop with some sound on it.
Larry comes back with the sound but no video.
Right.
Oh, that's a good one.
No, but ladies and gentlemen, check out 4 p.m. Check out their music, and remember to stay tuned on the LDM radio station to listen to their songs as well, and to vote for them. Robert, I'll send you all that information as well, and their flyers and all this other stuff. But
can I do a quick plug, Charles?
Yeah, plug it in.
Yeah, so anybody that wants to listen to the new song, see the new video, it drops December 16th. And between now and then, you can follow us on all platforms: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, at the official number 4 p.m. All right, that's at the official 4 p.m. All platforms. Come check us out.
And again, ladies and gentlemen, 4 p.m. is for positive music. So
go.
make sure you know that. And shout outs to Remedy. We got to shout her out. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
We got to shout her out too. She got to come back too with some good music. You know what I mean? So,
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we'll see if we can get her back into the studio.
Yeah. She got to come back.
Yeah.
She got to come back.
Yeah,
She don't want to be
shout out if I can
on a
real
new
quick
show.
too,
I
Charles.
make a
Big
new
shout
show
out to
talking
the
about
producers
where are
for
they
this
now.
stuff, right?
We're like, where are they now? You know?
Right.
Yo, big shout out to our producer, Hookmaster Jazz, who produced the first single Some of the Time. Big shout out to him for the good work he did. James Bailey, JB from Red Room Recordings. That's where we recorded the music. Big shout out to them fellas as well. Just want to make sure we give a holler at them.
Yes,
Absolutely.
yes. Again, ladies and gentlemen, 4 p.m. in the house. We're going to get them back later on. We're going to take another quick commercial break, and then we're going to answer that question, what is something that people do that make you go, why? And like I said, it's females taking their eyebrows out and then drawing. Why? You know? Why? Why the heck are you doing this? There's a lot of why things, you know. If you guys want to stay on
Right.
and conversate and, throw in your opinions, hey, that'll be great, you know?
All right, we can do that.
We got about, 5-10 minutes, right?
Yeah, we got an extra
absolutely.
few minutes.
Right? I'm looking at my engineer. The lights are in my eyes. I can't even hardly see her. But yeah, you know what? What we got? All right, no commercial break. She said, just go straight to the question. So
Let's do it, yo.
Okay, do it.
my thing is the eyebrows. Like you see these girls, they cut their eyebrows out and then they tattoo or they paint it. Why? Why you need to do that? I don't understand.
That's a good question, man.
I've been around many years, and I don't know the answer to that one.
Yeah, anything that women do, I still don't know the answer to half of them.
Yeah.
Right. You know, I mean, I guess maybe they don't like the natural alignment of the eyebrows. They want something a little bit more high. I don't know, man.
But wouldn't they trim the eyebrow to make it higher? I don't know.
Right.
I wish I had eyebrows.
Oh man.
Yo, so you know what, Larry, you're making up for not having sound right now, man.
I know, right? Give it up.
Right.
So what have y'all seen that makes y'all look at the people and be like, why? Lately. Because I got a couple of them.
Man, there's so many different things, man. What do you think, Bob? I know you got a couple, man. Okay, I'm gonna name one. Some people might get mad at me, yo. but the super tight, like super high water and super tight pants on men.
Oh, we always say that the skinny jeans on men and
Yeah.
the high waters.
Yeah,
Like they're waiting
Why?
for a
Why?
flood.
Why?
You know what I'm saying?
No, the skinny jeans is not really the issue.
Yeah.
It's when you see a grown man that should be wearing a size 36, 32 length pants,
Right.
but he went to children's place and bought a pair of kids pants,
Right.
and the waist is at his thighs.
Yeah. That's crazy.
That's another thing. I'll be like, why?
Yeah, that's my big
definitely a big why right there.
Like,
That's
why?
a big why. Like, why are you doing that?
Like, why?
You know you're 36, 28. You want to wear a 32, 15. Like it's on your kneecap, looking like the Flintstones wear their shorts. You know what I mean? Like, come on now.
Now I got a good why for you, Charles.
What's that?
And again, some women might get mad, but I've seen a number of them, man, where they let their nails grow into these like cheese doodle kind of curly.
He said
Man,
the cheese curls. The cheese curls.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just, the question comes to my mind, like, there's gonna come a point where you gotta use your hands for something important, and I don't even want to go there right now.
Do they rip? Any ladies out there that are watching? Do y'all rip the toilet paper when y'all use it? Like, I want to know.
oh man,
Do y'all use the toilet paper or y'all scoop?
Right.
I'm just asking.
Right. I didn't want to upset nobody, but sometimes I wonder how. You know what I mean? How and why?
They got the big little claw. Push it back, Larry. I don't see it.
Push it back a little bit.
You're out of focus, man.
I still don't see you out of focus, brother. We ain't gonna see
he'll
that.
Get
one,
the
man.
focus. We'll see it.
Yeah,
We'll see it.
You need to work on your focus, man.
He's muted. He's out of focus. Larry's all messed
Charles,
up.
I know you got.
Hey, Larry, I think you got a chat. Don't we have the chat room there for a Skype?
Yeah, he could chat. But I tell you, he's not technically savvy. He has no idea there's even a chat on here, man.
Yeah,
right.
I know, right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But we got to ask
but
the
Charles,
question.
I know you got to.
Larry on mute. Why?
I know you got to go why. Honestly.
Out of all days, right?
Yeah. Why?
Why?
Why is Larry's mic muted?
Right.
That's like my biggest why right now. Why is Larry's mic muted?
No, but the nail thing, yeah, I did see that a lot.
The nail thing's big, man. And then if I can, just because.
I don't hear nothing on the speaker.
I didn't hear nothing you said, Ray. You're muted.
Am I unmuted?
Ray just got muted. Both of them just got muted.
I just got booted out. What happened, man?
Am I?
No, I still see you, but I don't.
We got Larry. Hey, Larry, welcome back.
At the end of the show, we're about to sign off.
It looks like your studio probably muted us and then unmuted Larry. And
Larry cut us off and then brought us back.
Yeah, there you go, Larry. Larry, it's good to have you back.
I'm back.
There we go. There we go.
So anyway,
Larry, give us a why, man. Give us a why.
Give us a why, Larry. Give us a why.
Man, why do I feel like I said Penn and Teller over here? I felt like the mute one. I felt like I was in a Chinese movie. You know what I mean?
That's crazy, yo. That's crazy, yo.
But here goes a why too. Why do drivers do something wrong and they look at you like you're the one that's doing it wrong?
Right.
That's true.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
They try to turn and I got the right of way to walk across the street. Then they're gonna look at me like I'm wrong. Like what? Like,
absolutely. That's a good one. That's a real good one, man.
There's a couple of them. Keep the
There's
comments coming in. We're gonna have comments as well. And the people let us know. I want to do like the hashtag why. Like what?
Yo. Why do people order burgers with everything on it, but then take everything off of it?
Because it's on sale that way. I don't know.
I've seen that happen.
I'm serious. Yo, they'll
I don't
order
understand
everything
that.
on it, but then everything they'll take I just like the lettuce, boom, and they take
Yeah.
everything off. But like, why'd you order everything on it, yo?
Right. Right.
Now that brings me into the vegans. Why you don't like meat, but you want to call it a veggie burger?
That's true. That's a good one. That's a
It's a
definite why
salad
right there.
burger. No,
Yeah.
a burger got meat. Stop saying it is a burger if you don't like meat. Call it something different.
Right. Call it
Right.
something different for real. For real. That's a good why.
You know?
That's a good.
Oh,
These are some
beautiful.
interesting whys, man. There's a lot of whys out there, man.
Yeah, there's a lot of
There's a lot
whys.
of-
It makes you
There's
think.
a lot of whys.
In our days, it's things that make you go,
Right.
But now you gotta be
Right.
like, why? Like, really? Like, you
Now,
know?
now, here's a good one for couples out there.
Uh-oh.
Why does your lady like? Why if you tell your lady, "Are you hungry? Let's get you something to eat. What do you want?" And she responds, "You decide." Right? Why does she respond when you say, "Let's get this"? Then you say, "No, I don't really want that."
No. Like, they already knew what they want, but they don't want to say it.
Right.
Why? I mean, come on, why? You know, what I mean? Just
Hey
tell me
Ray,
what you want.
my engineer says she feels attacked.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I apologize. I didn't want to offend nobody. You know.
We got to write a song about that.
No,
one. We
because-
gotta write a
Right.
song about
Yeah. You gotta definitely write a song, a funny song about that because
Yeah, we do
they
need to
do
write a
that
song
so
about that
much.
one right there.
Or let's keep it on the couple. Why do the females order something and then you be like, "Oh, I'm gonna order a fish. Oh, I don't want that." But then as soon as you get it, they want to eat out of your plate.
Oh man, come
man.
on, yo.
That's why you do that. You should have ordered your own.
That's a true statement.
Or you know, you getting something to eat. You going up the steps or down the stairs to the kitchen to get something to eat, and you say you want something. They say no, and when you come back with the plate, they eat half your food. Right? That happens a lot.
My wife is laughing now because she does that.
There you go.
I don't
Oh
want
man,
nothing,
this
so
is
I'm
real
sitting
life
down.
though, man. These are the kind of things we like to write about, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Real life stuff.
It's real life stuff, man. You know, and we all experience them. That's like a universal thing. Everybody goes through those things. I don't care who you are. You know what
Oh
I mean?
yeah, it's true. You know, some people will probably find it annoying, but it's funny at the end when you think about it, and that's what keeps a lot of the people together. You know, the little funny
Yeah, man.
whys and stuff.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
But it's
Now, you know
got
what?
you over here crying, bro.
You know,
Yeah.
now, here's another good one, right? Why do the couples decide, you know what? Let's watch a movie tonight, right? And then at 10 p.m. the movie starts, and by 10:05 they're both
knocked out.
Why?
I do the same thing, and then I wake up talking about, yeah, I think that's the killer. Like you didn't even watch half of the movie. You were asleep. And the thing is, it was a drama movie. It was even no killers. Like,
Yeah.
you know.
No, but you know what? It's not only the ladies.
oh,
Let's
Ray,
be honest. Because
Ray, my wife said that's
just
not the couple. That's just the husband that does that.
No, but check
The
this
husband
out.
is the one that
Real
falls
talk.
asleep.
Just the other day, I'm looking through the channels, and I noticed on Netflix that the movie Bullet Train was on Netflix.
Yeah, I
And
didn't
I
get
was
to see
like,
that one yet.
man,
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch Bullet Train. You know what I mean? Me, the lady, we sit down, we get our snacks, we get our drinks, we start the movie. The first 15 minutes,